have downgraded the presidency, the authority of a nation. It has been downgraded completely.
So you feel
by who? By Shongwa. I'll bring
the Molo MP,
the Molo MP, the Dinyoros, the diehards of RUTO. Gen Z is Mungiki 100%. 100% Mungiki.
Mambo vipi? Karibu kwa mara nyingine to another exciting episode. Na ukiniona nimefika mahali kuna such a background, just know we are with Apostle Ndura Waruinge.
Yes sir.
Habari ya mchungaji?
Mzuri sana. Ulinitoroka?
Mimi niko.
Kiliumana.
Nimekuwa tu nikifuatilia zile
No, I discovered you'll be a little bit afraid because I remember there's a question you asked me. How do you know these things? How do you get to know these things you're telling me? And then I told you, it's God. No, when somebody asks you, how do you know these things? This person is highly doubting you, or he really cannot comprehend how such an information can come out, can click out, or how does this man operate? Those are many questions that somebody normal will ask, because maybe what I'm saying, what I'm telling you is something beyond your expectations, something beyond that you cannot be able to understand it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you come and find these things are becoming. Like this time I told you about RUTO trip to America, it came to pass. I told you about the Shagwa RUTO, Raila thing, Fred. I told you it came to pass. All things I've told you came to pass. I've told you about the youth, their pricing. If you go back to your videos, you will see where I told you about the youth last year, about the youth, how they will behave and how they will push this government out. And many things that are yet to come. And then maybe, again, I told you about the Somali. And then I don't know whether it is you who did not present it the way we talked, or someone just decided to
blow it out of proportion,
just to look at it the way they want to look at it. Because I think what we discussed is what this man called Mudavadi said. He had a discussion. Did you see that? When Mudavadi was speaking to the Muslim community and telling them that the government of RUTO was so brave, was so good, was so good enough to make sure the docket of security, the entire security docket, is in your hands. And that is what we said. We echoed his words. Then it was blown out of proportion. I'm inciting. What am I was Mudavadi inciting? During
your heydays as a Mungiki leader, of course, your group was so dreaded.
Yes.
In Moi's era, Kibaki's era.
Yeah.
And there is somehow the government dealt with you people hadi Mungiki ikakuja ikatulia. Now, if you try to compare how the government used to deal with these people back then.
One thing I want to clarify, Mungiki was not an organization. People mistook it to be an organization. Mungiki was an idea. Just like Gen Z. Gen Z is Mungiki 100%. 100% Mungiki.
How?
It is an idea. Mau Mau was not an organization. It was an idea. Al-Shabaab is not an organization. It is an idea. Christianity was not an organization. It was an idea. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get you.
When people misunderstand the idea, they make it become an organization. Because either they want to benefit, or maybe they are questioning who is behind this. And if they find who is behind this is a person who is not of their class, the class of the government, the class of the leadership, then they will demonize it and they destroy it. Like now I saw just the other day, the abductions, people are being abducted, locked. In my time, in my days, that is when the Flying Squad was made. The Flying Squad was made, then we had the Kwekwe Squad, then we had the Eagle Squad, then we had
also
Rhino Squad, then we had Mungiki operation. Even today, you go to Buruburu. There is a car written MOP, Mungiki Operations Patrol. There were cars just designed for Mungiki. And unfortunately, again, those were the days, the current IG, he was OCPD, Buruburu. He was dealing with us. Japhet Kome. He was dealing with us with Mungiki in when he was OCPD Buruburu police station. Those are days that we were so tough. I don't know whether he has a problem of meeting such kind of organizations, because he's still now dealing with the Gen Z now on a higher level. Yes, we dealt with him, and he was able to perhaps contain us to some extent. Then that's the time he was transferred from Buruburu. Eventually he was taken to Kiganjo for further training, and he came back as an IG. But the whole thing is that the same mistake they made during Mungiki time, the same mistake they are making. I don't know whether how these people, whether they learn or they don't learn. When you kidnap, when you kill, when you condemn, when you blackmail, when you give something a bad name, to them that are given a bad name, they grow. To them that are kidnapped, they grow. To them that are killed, they grow. You cannot kill an idea. You can only kill an individual. This is an idea. The Gen Z, whatever they are doing, it is what we are doing. They are saying we are leaderless. Mungiki was leaderless. I stood as a spokesman. And I said our leader is God. Maina was not a leader. Waruinge was not a leader. Nobody was a leader. We used to say our leader is God. And they arrested us. They bought about 15 Peugeot 504 station wagons. The KAM. The Peugeot, they were KAM. They're about 16. They were all bought because of me and because of the Mungiki then. They tried everything. Yes, people died, but they didn't stop us. The same idea that was in us has jumped. It has gone. It went to another cascade that came up. It's called Gaza. Yeah, I remember. Gaza, from Kayole. Yeah. Gaza was so dreaded. Now Gaza, it has shifted now. It has called itself Gen Z. Wait a minute. Yes. But if you... Gaza was our children. Now our children are the same now, calling themselves Gen Z. But Gen Z is a generation Z. Getting to a generation Alpha. Why do they call them that way? It's because technologically things are changing. Names are changing. And the people that have taken the idea that Mungiki had now is not really 100% the poor families. It is the rich families. The children of the rich families. People in TikTok, people in WhatsApp, people in the social media, mostly, because the Gazas and all they are normally not in social media, because they were in crime. We were not in social media per se. We came to when we retired when social media was coming up. When social media became something that everybody want to be part of it. But we were word of mouth kind of an organization, where we will spread an information from here to Muranga to Nyeri with word of mouth, and to just a phone call, things will work. We were not so much on social media. So as the world is evolving, things are also evolving. That's even the names are evolving. And now the same tactic that this government were using to create kwekws, to create rhinos, to create flying squads, to kill these young people, I'm telling you, it won't work, because these people are fighting through TikTok, they are fighting through Facebook, they are fighting through Instagram, X. That's where the battle is. Then in our days, our battle was in the ground, in the slums. That's where we are fighting from. And the kind of approach that was there then cannot be put in the same. Now they are kidnapping. You see, the other day I was seeing they arrested a guy, they put a guy kwa track. Then the guy started kujipiga selfie kwa track because it was a moment of him to be known. You see now the difference. You see juu ya lori wakirukaruka huko juu ya lori, wengine wamebebwa na hii gari ya maji, wako hapa mbele. Je, haiwezi kunja hiyo nini yake wamwagilie. They were brought to town. Even though walikuwa nafungulia nini traffic, gari lori ipite ifike town mapema, wamwagiliwe maji. You see now. And number 2, the police that are in the police force now are the age of the agencies. So they are agencies already. Lawyers are inside agency. Doctors are there. Business people are there. We have the GSU are inside the agencies. Army are in the GSC. So this is an outfit. In parliament they are there. In state house they are there. In the community, in the churches they are there. That is why you see, when a politician is getting any charge and is being frustrated, and there was no announcement yesterday that this president is going to this church. Then you find the agencies are there waiting. These people have technology. They are able to get anywhere and know what you are doing. The world has evolved. Like now, right now, in Gambia, agency has started. In Gambia already. Right now.
I remember.
In Nigeria the same, Tanzania the same, Uganda the same. Remember I told you, I think it was last year, I told you, when the fire or revival will start from Kenya, but it will spread all over. This is what you are seeing, it is a revival. We, most Christians, ama wale watu kanisani, we are thinking that
it is going to be the meetings at the Uhuru Park. That is why Mama Rachel alikuwa na Benny all this because of the revival. Revival is never brought that way. Revival is God who creates a generation that brings change. Total change. Revival is a total change. Total upside down, turning the whole thing upside down. Agency now are threatening pastors. Pastors are behaving. Are very behaving now. They don't know whether agency will come tomorrow. Number 2, even the police force. It's behaving. You could see Uhuru Park when they were in the Uhuru Park. Things have changed. The APs who are there, wanakana hao, wanapiga selfie. And you can see now they have calmed down. The agencies now are calmed down. Now look again. The mistake again what they did. When Raila came, Kalonzo came, as usual, the old papa went to KICC with RUTO that they want to speak to the youth. The youth have said no. Because it is not the agenda of politics. It's not a political agenda. No. It is a social agenda. Changing our mentality. How we think, how we do, how we walk. These people will not hear you. These people will not listen to you because they are God-injected people. They tried. I saw politicians from Mathare, some politicians from Mathare, and some politicians from Kasarani, and some politicians from Kibera. The ones who gave some money to the youth wakuja wavandalize huko ama waibe, and so that they can demonize the movement. The way it was done during our days, because Mungiki never killed, but people were planted inside Mungiki, and those are the people who are killing, and they were police officers who were killing. Now we were branded. It was said Mungiki is killing, Waruinge is killing, Mainajenga is killing, but it was not that. We never killed, but we were branded like that. And because the media was bought by the police, was being used by the police, the standard, there are people in media group, media organization, that they were crime reporters. They were all police officers, and they were doing the work of the police. They were paid. I remember one of them in the Nation media used to be paid 20,000 by the then provincial commissioner Kilonso, and they will come trap me, take me to the Nation headquarters. They want to interview me, and then they will do their trick, and then the police comes, they will arrest him, they will just tell me now the interview is over. As I walk out, they are down there waiting for me with the cameras, because they know the police is there, I'll be arrested, then they'll be having breaking news. That's how they used to do. So what I'm saying, the abduction they are doing now is fueling the more. You can never be able to
contain an idea by abduction. You can never contain an idea by arresting. You can never contain an idea by killing. No, you can't. The same idea you are seeing with them, Gen Z, it is 100% the same idea with Mungiki. But now, the evolvement of time, seasons, how they have changed, you will see them in a different context. But it is the same. We are still, Mungiki was crying against the rich people, the oppressors, the manipulations, and all those kinds of things. The same thing the same thing GNC are doing. So whatever that we are doing, this failed. It was for that time. Whatever RUTO is doing now to, I know it's not RUTO could not be the same, but he has rogue people, very rogue people, members of parliament who are too rogue, hopeless and useless people that will go and advise RUTO to do this. Because the same, let me give you a very good example. The same Kimani Shongwa and the other guy from Moro, the Kimani says, majority leader, the budget committee leader, and the other, the Ndura is what?
The Ndura is
Kiharu, but in parliament is in charge of budget. And Kimani from Moro is in charge of what?
He's actually their chairperson.
The chairperson.
Yeah.
Now, these people with the entourage of the UDA and the rest, when they were reading, when they were talking, they said it will be read, it will be passed as it is. They went to parliament, they pushed it as it is. Then when the time came for RUTO to turn it down and turn it back to parliament, the same people clapped for RUTO that he has made the best idea of returning to parliament. The same people, an hour later, 2 days, 12 hours, the same people were pushing for it and took it to him. They're the same people are clapping and I began RUTO makofi
for turning it down.
For turning it down. So you ask, who is this person using a brain? Surely. Mbona hakusaidia RUTO wakiwa parliament? Waseme tutoe hii, tuweke hii in the committees, this tutoe hii, tuweke hii. We save our president. Because what they have done, they have destroyed the president completely. Have you listened to X?
Yeah.
How RUTO is being abused?
Yeah, I have.
It has never, it's unheard of. That you see, a president.
So you
have downgraded the presidency, the authority of a nation. It has been downgraded completely.
So you feel
by who? By Shongwa. I'll bring
the Moro MP,
the Dinyoros, the diehards of RUTO, the Farouks and all those people, the D and all those man of people that are surrounding
the
RUTO.
advisors.
The advisors. And again, Akina Duare, Akina, this guy from NSIS, this guy from the police, those kind of people, they did not give a correct information to the head of state.
You feel the current tribulations that the president is facing?
It is the hooligans around him. Hooligans.
If it weren't for these people, the president would be having a good time in Kenya at the moment.
The best. No, Kenya, there's no single time Kenya has ever had an intelligent president. A brain, person with brains.
Like that of RUTO.
That's the guy of RUTO. Best for this nation. RUTO was the best. As I normally tell you, the problem is not RUTO. The problem is Akina Duare, it's Akina Ishongwa, it's Akina Ndidinyoro, it's Akina Kemani, those, let me call them fools. You know, for the information to reach the president, what is happening on the ground, you need your right people. People with a genuine heart towards you. People who loves you. People who tell you, mudi venye yuko kule chini, tuondoe kidogo. Yes, you know, kuondoka, you don't become a coward.
Yeah.
You can stop a fight today for another day. But now, you still push your leader to and you know you are taking this man to slaughter. Again, they put him on X. They put him on an attack front line. That is wrong. Whoever is advising RUTO should be put pale Uhuru Park, waparediwe pale, wapigwe marisasi wote. Yeah. They have killed the president. They have destroyed the presidency. The Kenyan presidency will never be respected anymore. It was a mysterious kind of a thing that is operating anywhere in the world. The president is something very mysterious, something that it's hidden, with shrouded in secrecy, shrouded in some powers that people don't understand. That they have exposed to him. So look here. The day the Gen Zs went to the streets and they broke into parliament, and the mess was taken, then after 1 hour, the KDF were deployed by who? Me and you saw parliamentarians were in the tunnels of parliament running away. And it's only the president, the parliament can allow, in a consensus motion, allow the KDF to come and take over the roles of the police. Look at, we are taking police to Haiti, but deploying KDF in our roads. Who was that behind the KDF on the roads? The only person in charge is?
We have the president, the commander-in-chief.
The commander-in-chief and
the defense.
The minister for defense. And now the commander of the actual commander of the army. Those three are the ones who, and now the orders will not come from the commander, it will come from the RUTO or the minister. So who did this? It is Duale.
But you know, whenever you're talking about Duale, him being in charge of the military in Kenya, people find it as if you have a very hidden animosity with the defense CS, and yet he's saying that he's doing his work.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
doing his work
as a defense CS.
Yes, as a defense CS. On a civilian, is defense KDF meant to do the internal work when the police is there? Is Kenya failed state that we bring in the streets of Nairobi because of children, 15 years children to 25 years? You bring KDF when we have AP, the best trained, rapid response. We have them. We have Kenya Police. We have GSU. Why wouldn't he do it to Haiti? Why wouldn't he take KDF to Haiti? He's doing a good job, yes. And nobody has animosity with him. Nobody has a problem with him. But when we have the worst scenario of warfare in Kenya, 2007, 2008, KDF were never deployed.